Hi guys, my name is Din Ginto from Din Online Tips, and for today, as promised from my previous video that I have mentioned to you about last week, I believe that I was going to share with you some motivational tips that's going to help you increase your self-confidence, or it could be a boost of your self-esteem that's going to help you keep going with whatever you're facing right now. So it could be for personal reasons, or if you're trying to achieve your goals in life for the year 2023, or if you're trying to accomplish the things that you have not done during the year 2022. Whatever the case may be, I will share with you the three motivational tips that's going to help you keep going in life. Now, number one, this is one of my favorite quote is don't sweat the small stuff. So I have carried this with me for the past maybe 14 years when I first started my first job when I was 18. One of my managers told me about this, don't sweat the small stuff. Did not understand what he means by that. I did not even know what are the small stuff. So I'm going to give you some examples of the small stuff. So for example, if you ask someone to throw the garbage out, and then that person's not going to throw garbage out because obviously you asked at the wrong time, but eventually they're going to throw the garbage out at the right time. So it's about not trying to control everyone based on what you want them to do, little things like that, throwing the trash on time, but then it's going to bother you, it's going to work you up just because that one person's not throwing the trash. I mean, what's a big deal? So for me, those are, that's kind of like a small thing for me because I know eventually at the right time for that other person to throw the trash, she's going to throw the trash, or she's going to throw the trash anyway. So those little things, because I feel like if you ask someone little favors like that, it may not work for them, but you can't really force someone to throw the trash based on your timeline. So just kind of give it a wait and see, and eventually they're gonna throw the trash anyway. And so those little things like that, like just because they didn't throw the trash on time doesn't mean they're never gonna throw the trash forever. They're gonna just start throwing that trash in couple hours. So just trust on that. And also, one of the things that I hear a lot from my friends is, why does that one person don't put away that one plate in the sink? Like, it's just one plate. Don't get worked up on a freaking small plate, or one plate, or even one fork. Why do they not put that away in the sink? Like, to me, it's silly to get all worked up from someone who is not putting one thing over the sink. For me, it's gonna get done eventually, so it's all about timing. So that kind of little thing, it's not gonna bother me. Obviously, like, don't get all worked up by someone who's not, like the little things that you see, then it's just really gonna ruin your whole day, is what I'm getting at. So I, like, up until this day, I don't get understand from some people why they get all worked up over small things like that. And so one plate, one fork, don't let that bother you the whole day. And pretty much anything that's outside of your control, you gotta talk to people as if you take it as face value. Like, don't worry about what's really in the back of their mind. Anything that you're thinking about, you're subconsciously thinking about, this person has, let's say, this is a good one. If you have plans to meet up with your friends, then something happened, then that get canceled. Things happen for a reason, or things just come, they come up and something happened. I mean, honestly, like, I completely understand that it could be taken as a rejection. And so I've been rejected so many times, so I feel like I take it lightly. So gotta work up your self-confidence when it comes to rejection, because in life you're gonna get rejected. You just gotta have to learn to accept that this is reality. It is what it is. I'm not saying I want you to face rejection and then take it as is. Like, it's gonna take you time to learn that skill. And so what I'm trying to say is just be prepared with, get prepared just be prepared for the worst. You're gonna get rejected on time, things will come up, and things is not gonna go your way. That's totally okay, because that's life. And so you just have to learn to, what I'm trying to think of that word, like you just know how to kind of like carry on, just move on, because another day is another day. That little thing that's gonna bother you, don't let that bother you for the whole day. I mean, it's okay to be bothered by the small things, but you gotta remember to get up out there and just keep going, because this little things that's gonna get bother you, stuff like that. Like, don't let that bother you the whole day, because it's not worth it. It's just gonna ruin your day. Not letting those small things bother you, it's gonna really make a difference in your life. And so, number two is to build your mindset about, building your mindset before you build your skill. So, let's say you wanted to have like a business idea. It could be drop shipping, online marketing, whatever the case may be. And so let's say you start thinking about that. And so I post one of the video on my social media about why some people started thinking those in their ideas. And one of the videos from Steve Harvey, he mentioned about, you starting to feel, or you starting to think about those things, is because God has given you ideas on what are your visions are going to be like. So it's a matter of acting those visions. And so if you want to check that out, I posted it on my Instagram. So this is really true. I totally agree with the statement. I kind of like how, if you want to improve your skills in certain areas that you want to improve in life, you gotta start with your mindset. You gotta start with trying to change your mindset into improving the skill that you wanna improve. And so you wanna start with that instead of trying to learn a skill, because then eventually, if you're trying to learn this skill and then you get distracted easily, and so that's going to prevent you from moving forward. So you have to get started with your mindset. So one of the examples I can provide for you is, not a lot of people are into this, but I would start with clearing your mind. So how do you clear your mind? There are a lot of meditations out there, audio meditations. If you can't like keep your mind quiet, or if you can't like make your mind clear, because it's really hard to do it that way if you are someone who's not used to meditations. And I have tried meditations for a couple years, and it was hard. It was really hard to keep my mind quiet, because it would, I would start thinking about something else, that I would go back to keeping my mind clear. And so, if you're not patient like that, there are a lot of audio meditations that you can look up in YouTube. You can get started with that. Have a headset before going to bed. I have tried this, and it does help. I did it for 6 months, and that's how I changed my mindset into trying to build my online business. It's to help me aligned with my goal. Like, it's gonna help me not be persuaded by other people when they say, that's not gonna happen. You're gonna get a lot of haters out there, or even your family is, even your family's gonna tell you that. So I would start with audio meditations, preferably anything that involves with like just sound waves, or it could be positive affirmations. That also works too. So I do both. And so before going to bed, listen to all those free audio meditations that you can find on YouTube. Listen to that before going to bed. The reason why I recommend it before going to bed is I learned that before going to bed, and if you're trying to listen into something that you want to make things happen, and then once you start falling asleep, and then you're listening to anything positive affirmations, it's actually gonna like the audio meditation is going to force your subconscious mind into thinking that, the next day or the following day or so, it's going to help you with getting in track with your goals. And so it's not like, like for someone to think, I'm going to start online business, and then and it doesn't happen because things happen. You get persuaded by other people, or just work just doesn't let you get out of your free time just because of those very reasons. And so, like, having to have that discipline to actually going before going to bed, listening to audio meditation does help. And also, if you have Pandora account, I actually have a Pandora account. Just get a free account from Pandora and search for audio meditations or sleep meditation. It's free. You should definitely try it if you're trying to align with your bigger plans that you may have in your vision. Definitely try that. Now, last but not the least, is number 3 is act upon your visions. And so it is really important because there's a lot of people out there who's going to start thinking about these big visions that they want to achieve in life, and then they don't continue into that path. Like, they just make not saying make excuses, but they let things control them, and not being able to achieve those goals that they wanted to achieve in life. So if I were you, like, I would start with I watch this video. The simple things does make a difference. And so I would get started with fixing your bed before you wake up. And so once you start fixing your bed, just small things like that, and once you accomplish that for a day, then you do it again the next day. You may not do it the third day, but then you can always do it the fourth day. Just as long as you are on track of trying to make that small difference, by fixing your bed every day, and then until you get that habit into fixing your bed before you wake up, and then just going by your day, and you make that into a habit, it does make a difference. And that's how you should start acting upon your visions, is to you get up in bed, you fix your bed, little things like that. And then what you're trying to do is you're trying to change your habit in your mind. It's gonna help you, like, automate that habit eventually. So you have to keep doing that probably for 3 months. And once you accomplish that goal, like, you're gonna it's gonna be easier for you to start doing those things, just because you have changed your mindset into automation mode. And so this is anything else in life that you want to improve, or it could be like you're trying to achieve your goals. So this happened successfully when it comes to changing my mindset. And so I've done that. I mean, I will admit it, like, when I first started trying to fix my bed before waking up in the morning, like, there were days that I didn't do it, but then I tried to get back into it, fix my bed, and then eventually, like, I have changed my thought process, my subconscious mind into an automation mode, where I started fixing my bed before waking up. And now it's like, I can close my eyes and fix my bed. And so so always act upon your visions. Once you start thinking about bigger plans or bigger ideas that you want to achieve in life, it's all about acting all these visions, because if you don't act upon it, then it's not going to happen, and you're just going to be disappointed for not acting upon it. Then you're going to regret it, because you see that one person out there who's successful, and you could have done it the very first thing that you have started thinking about it when you first thought about it. And so those are the 3 motivational tips that I can share with you. So let's do the recap. Number 1, don't sweat the small stuff. So don't let things bother you, because it's gonna ruin your day. It's not worth it. You could always Obviously the bigger stuff, you have to take care of that. Like what I'm saying is, anything that you commit into something, from a personal level, or it could be for your job, those are the things that, obviously you need to keep those promises. But those are the big stuff, so don't sweat the small stuff. And also, number two, build your mindset before you build your skill. Always start with your mind, change your mindset, so that, number three, you can start acting upon your visions, and you can automate that into your mindset, and then it's going to be a lot easier for you to achieve your goals. So that's that, and I hope you like my video. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next video.